Hey guys, welcome back to the Dynamic Body Project. I'm Dr. Swearingen. Today's video goes out to the BFOA, the Broward Football Officials Association. We just began the season and already we're experiencing some aches and pains. One common complaint coming across my desk, bottom of the foot, plantar fascia pain from running around. So I'd like to go over a couple drills that we can do to prime the body before we go out on the football field, and then also cover a couple drills we can do after we come off to help those tissues heal. Let's get started. The first drill we're going to do is going to involve a step, a box, something that you can use to elevate your feet off of. This is called a heel raise with eccentric loading. Allow the heels to go into negative. We want to explode up and hold, 1, 2, and then control it down. Reach into the negative, explode up, 1, 2, control it down. We can do 2 sets of 10 or 1 set of 20, whatever you're comfortable with. Now, we want to take this to part 2 of heel raises. These are called dynamic heel raises. They're more explosive, more similar to what we're doing running around on the field and the impact and shock into those tissues. So we, again, come on top of the box, start in negative, but now we're just more dynamic or explosive, teaching those tissues to prepare for the force to come. You can do 3 sets of 10, 2 sets of 15, or 1 set of 30, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is a good 1-2 punch. So we can start off with the eccentric heel raises to prime the nervous system and get it more aware of what's going on, and then we really stimulate it and heighten it by being faster with the dynamics. The next drill I want to do is called a box quick feet. We start by coming with one leg on top of the box, opposite arm, opposite leg. I don't want to be overextended with this drill. And all we're going to do is jump up in the air and switch our feet. And switch, and switch. If you hear tot tot, you're off rhythm. A lot of times you're camping back and you're not jumping off the top of the box. So just make sure you keep that good load on the front lead leg, just like we're running, and switch. As this gets easier, we get faster with our feet. Again, just like we're running up and down the football field. The next drill in the series is called a runners. So we want to go into a lunge position here, and I'm going to go opposite leg, opposite arm. Now we're going to do a runner knee drive. So this is going to be a single leg stand and a hold. We do the knee drive with the right leg, back into the runner position. We do 20 repetitions on the left leg, and then we switch. Now, we want to take this to the second phase of runners. This is called a knee drive with skip. So we go back into that start position, we do the same single leg hold, the knee drive, but this time we're going to jump on the top. And hold. And hold. We'll perform 20 repetitions and switch sides. The important part is the catch at the top. We want to hold that. Whenever we do this, we're priming our body to be explosive and to take more impact. Now, these are fantastic drills we can use to prime before we go out on the field. What can we do to help cool our body down and heal our tissues? Now we're going to do some static stretching. So the first stretch I want to do is called a gastroc stretch or a calf stretch. I'm going to take this left leg, I'm going to extend it behind me and keep it straight. I don't want my knee to break. Have a wall, a bar, something you can push on, a countertop, whatever's available to give you stability. Now my heel is off the ground. This is a poor position. So I'm going to bring my foot forward where my heel is on the ground. My toe is in line with my heel. I do not have my foot flared out. We keep this position, and my hip is what creates tension through the chain. We hold this 60 seconds. If you notice your heel's coming off, either push through the wall, whatever you're leaning against, or back your hips off to keep that heel down. We don't want to create that hinge, you're just bending the midfoot. The next drill we want to work is called a Soleus Stretch. So this is underneath the gastroc, the calf. So we're going to put that left leg forward. This is the affected leg, what we're going to stretch. And we want to do a knee drive forward over that toe. All of my weight is on this left leg. I can pick up my back leg. This is just here for balance. I do not want my knee going in across my body. That is a broken mechanic. It's a hinge, and we're not effectively stretching the tissues as well. We don't want to come here. We want to keep it over the toes or even out a little bit. This is a difficult stretch on the quad. So if this is too much for you, begin at 30 seconds, 2 sets, or if you can, 1 60-second stretch. You will feel this deeper through this tendinous junction where the Achilles and all the tendons of the soleus, the gastroc are coming in and starting to meet. We hold this 60 seconds. Now, the last drill we can do post-officiating is going to be paintball. I have 2 tools here. I have a lacrosse ball and a peanut. These are 2 tennis balls taped together. I prefer these. This doesn't run as much as a golf ball. It's a little slippery. I do prefer the size of the golf ball though. It's a little more pinpoint. So find what you like. If you're on carpet, it might shoot out. You can do this sitting or standing. I'll start with the lacrosse ball. All we do is just put it down and roll. Now I'm applying pressure down. I'm working the medial, longitudinal, and transverse arches, the outside, the inside, the balls of the feet, the heel. This is very effective. The peanut doesn't want to skirt out from underneath your foot as much. So I can put more pressure in this and get deeper into those tissues. If you find a sensitive spot, hang out there and push and hold. Allow that. You can flex and extend your toes. Very effective. Move it down. Do about 5 flexions and extensions. Great way to do some therapy to the soft tissues of the bottom of the foot. Again, 7 minutes. I do get a lot of questions about a frozen water bottle. So real quick, I want to talk a little bit about physiology and heat and ice. I, in my practice, don't lead with ice very much. Whenever we have an injury or damage to tissues, a joint, we have an inflammatory response. Inflammation is not the bad guy here. It's the first phase of healing. You're pulling a lot of chemicals and hormones into those tissues. The problem with inflammation is that it stagnates, it backs up, it bottlenecks. So inflammation only is removed from tissues via the lymphatic system. The particles are just too big to go into your circulation. The only way the lymphatic system moves is mechanics. You have to pump it. If you don't move it, it kind of stagnates. So whenever we ice something, we create tissue constriction, we make it stiff, we shut everything down. We're actually aiding that blockade in that exit system, that evacuation system. With heat, we're able to keep those tissues supple and flexible and moving, which allows us to move more, to pump out the inflammation with these exercises that we're doing, and allow new inflammation, again, a good thing, to come into those tissues to keep them healing. Now, you know your body best. If you prefer ice, no love lost. Do what works for you. But if you're looking for bang for the buck, heat's going to help you get back in the game and stay in the game for longer, sooner, whatever you need. Now, as always, please leave questions, comments down at the bottom of the page. Like, share, save, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. Until next time, have a good day.